welcome. We are back with our coverage on Budget of Hope, an initiative by ICICIdirect.com. Today I have with me a very special guest, Mr. Alok Shivpurkar, Executive Vice President and Head HR, HDFC Asset Management. Very good morning, Mr. Shivpurkar, and welcome.
Thank you.
Challenging times, sir. Budget 21-22 arise at a time of great constraints. So what are your expectations from the budget this time?
So I think budget has again gained the prominence from a non-event to a very, very crucial event. And I think this is an unprecedented number of eyes now focusing on Union Budget 21. Some of the expectations, to be very brief, I would say one is, of course, India would try to or should try to strengthen its manufacturing muscle and make India a global investment destination. Second is, of course, we need to look at the spending power of common consumer, because that will also give a boost to economy. Third is the benefit should trickle down to bottom 25% of the population. That is extremely crucial for laying the foundation of a growing economy, especially when we are trying to become a $5 trillion economy. Last but not least, the expectation would be that there is a adequate financial prudence and discipline, which has been focused in past, and this continues to go on. So these are a couple of expectations I have from the budget.
So you talked about fiscal prudence, but this kind of a situation where we had a year of crisis, will government be really able to maintain that fiscal prudence that we were talking about?
See, it is more a question of intent than actually how much you achieve. There should be a clear intent and series of actions around it. Whether we achieve fully or not is still, you can follow it up next year. But laying the foundation and following that discipline to the best possible, level would be very, very important, because that sets the tone for future years.
Employment generation, job creation, to kick back the economy is a crucial focus area. What do you expect on this front from the government this time?
See, government has taken Skill India initiative, and apart from that, there are a couple of initiatives like Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India, and of course, new labor codes. So I am sure these initiatives will further be strengthened by a budget outlay, and focus will be should be done rather to create world-class skilled manpower, which will fuel the India's agenda of becoming a global manufacturing investment destination. We have seen that we have recently impressed upon the world about our capability in terms of the vaccine and pharmaceutical and chemical industry. So I am sure government will be very, very thoughtful about creating some provisions for strengthening India's position as a manufacturing muscle, and that is what, apart from service and agriculture industry and of course construction industry, would support the future employment growth in this country.
Key challenges before the government and three majors that you think should and must be the key focus area of the budget.
See, this budget is going to be historical, because no government in the world has ever produced a budget after a COVID-like scenario. Okay, I'm sure earlier days there was no budget concept, at least at this scale. So government would, I'm sure, provide for healthcare and post-COVID, challenges. Second important thing is, we should not forget that we are in unprecedented global geopolitical risk environment. And in order to protect our borders and again build the indigenous capability to provide the defense support, we will require a major focus on investment in defense sector. And we need to create world-class infrastructure and amenities. So government has a very, very challenging task, and I'm sure under the leadership of our Prime Minister and Finance Minister, we will be able to reasonably achieve those tasks. But yes, one must acknowledge that this is a daunting task and not an easy one, because also middle class is expecting some tax concessions and so on and so forth. So Yeah, lockdown has also impacted the business cycle, especially the small and minor, industries. So this is a challenging task. Apart from this, I must also take that we must build an environment where lot of mid-sized industry transition to large-scale industries in years to come in order to achieve our vision of 5 trillion economy. That transition, listing that good governance companies will really fuel the India's global position and all other challenges which currently we are facing.
So all the measures that recently have been taken by the government and RBI, do you think they are sufficient enough?
See, given the size and diversity we as a country have, there's nothing going to be a fully satisfied scenario. Okay. But on the same time, am I generally happy? Yes, I think we as a country have really done exceedingly well, especially when we look at some of the counterparts in Europe and America. I think we have done unprecedented work, and government truly deserves its credit for this.
My last question, your opinion on the initiative taken up by ICICI Direct, the Budget of Hope.
I think I must congratulate ICICI Direct for doing this wonderful initiative. I wish them all the best, and I am sure this becomes a cornerstone for many more years to come. I hope the opinions and the wish list expressed or shared by your panelists will find its due place in Union Budget 21. So I am really thankful, and I am sure it will benefit all across. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shivpurkar. Thank you very much for speaking to us. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.